Hey guys, this is Breach. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Blue. We've made it. Victory Road. We got a couple puzzles and definitely one Pokemon to catch in here before we get to the Indigo Plateau. But first, we've got to teach strength to someone. And it's really sad when your starter becomes your HM slave. Teaching strength to Blastoise because someone's got to move these rocks, and I'm not going to do it. So, Blastoise is going to do a good job of moving these out of the way for us. After we get Rousey leveled up more, she'll be able to move them for us after she gets to be a Dragonite. But, we got more high-level Pokemon in here. Machops, Machokes, Zubats, Golbats. But the main mechanic for getting through Victory Road is that you have these boulder pushing puzzles. There'll be a dot on the ground, you gotta get the boulder to the dot, and it gets rid of the block that's in your path. And you can also run into Geodudes and I think Gravelers in here too. We're not really interested in any wild Pokemon, honestly. I should have gotten Repels and used them here. First puzzle, pretty simple. Just get that rock over to that little jewel on the ground, and the block that impedes your progress in the next 4, gone. Now be careful running up here, because there's a trainer right there. If you don't want to run into her, take the path I'm taking. Now, like I said, you can run into Machokes as well, but we're not interested in wild Pokemon right now. And also be careful over here, because there's another trainer waiting to take you on. I think he actually has Charmanders. Oh wait, yeah, he has, I think one of each of the secondary evolutions, but that's not really going to be a problem for Mew, because Mew. I know I've talked about him a whole lot the last couple episodes, but he's kind of our powerhouse. Kind of our don't mess with us button. So I really want to know, I guess this guy has been glitching the game too, because he's got all 3 of the starter's second evolutions. And, he's either been glitching or trading. I want to know where he caught him, if he caught him naturally. Because I don't know of any place outside of glitching that you can catch these things naturally. And it's also got a Charizard. So a Charmeleon and a Charizard, which takes away kind of my comment about not letting them evolve. It's just kind of a disgrace not to let those evolve. It'd be really cool if you could run into a trainer that has, all 3 of the final evolutions of the starters. That'd be pretty nifty, but not in this game, I don't think. I very seriously don't think that. I know in Gold and Silver, once you get to Mount Silver and fight Red at the top of it, he's got one of each of the starters, as well as like a level 80 Pikachu. Yeah, level 80. Ugh. Yeah, that fight. I've never done that fight personally, but I've watched it a few times, and it looks like a giant pain in the backside. So, your second boulder puzzle here, just as simple as the first. The trick is not to push the boulder into a spot where you can't push it away from where it, or to where it needs to be. Like, if I pushed it all the way to the right there, I couldn't push it down to the jewel, or all the way to the left, rather, sorry. And if I pushed it down all the way at the beginning, wouldn't be able to do that either. So you have just enough room to solve all these puzzles, and just enough room to run into another trainer. This episode probably could have been done in about 10 minutes if I remembered the exact way through and also hadn't run into a lot of these extraneous, just unnecessary battles. There's 1 or 2 that I think are necessary throughout here, but for the most part they're all skippable. and they're all just kind of pointless. If you're strong enough to get to Victory Road, you're strong enough just to deal with all of these battles in quick order. So they don't really do anything to help you out. In fact, I'm really not sure how some of these trainers beat some of the gyms. Like, how did this guy get the Marsh badge? He's got 2 Machokes and a Machop, and they're in their 40s. How did he beat Sabrina's Alakazam? That just astounds me. That some of these trainers could actually get all 8 of the badges to be able to get here. And what is that? Some kind of bird up there. Yeah, I remembered you were there, Mr. Trainer. This puzzle right here, you have to go upstairs and push a rock down to be able to get a rock onto that jewel over there. So, not too terribly hard. You just gotta pay attention to what you're doing. There's Moltres. Spoiler, there's a legendary Pokemon over there. Not the first legendary you can run into, by any means, because you can get to the power plant and Seafoam Islands, but it's the first legendary we're going to show off. Now, you can also run into Onixes in here, really high-level Onixes. They're kind of just as poopy as their lower-level varieties. Not going to deal with them. And here, I know that I need to get down there to push that boulder into the hole. Venomoth. Should probably worry about catching you, but I don't have time to deal with your shenanigans. I'm trying to do stuff. If you want that item, you gotta fight that trainer to get it. And the way we get down to the boulder over there is this third little boulder jewel puzzle. That one we passed by while we were on the ladder. We have to push over here and onto that jewel. But if you go down this ladder first, well, I think you know what's over here. We've seen him twice already. And I've already said his name, because spoiler breaches spoiler. We're going to go catch us some Moltres. Now, save your game before you fight any legendary one-time encounter Pokemon. It's just good practice. Gaio! Yeah, I don't know the screams or the cries for the legendary birds. But Moltres. Now, I didn't notice until I saw like a Tumblr image, but Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres all end with, Spanish numbers in order. Uno, dos, tres, with their element in front of it. Molten, Zap, Arctic. So it kind of makes you feel like a dummy once you realize that. And that is as close to dead as a Moltres can get. So hopefully we can slap a Thunder Wave on it. But I think Moltres is probably going to kill Dratini as soon as he gets out there. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull off a Thunder Wave. So what we're going to do is we're going to sacrifice Farfetch'd, who's going to get hit by the Fire Spin from the trade, the changing Pokemon. That'll kill him. Then we'll put out Dratini, so that he'll have a chance to get Thunder Wave off. Articuno's significantly, or Moltres is significantly faster than Dratini. So, being a Dragon type, maybe we'll survive. We did survive, but we can't move. We're caught in the Fire Spin. The Fire Spin did 18 the first time, 18 the second time, and we get hit by it again before we can attack. So we're not going to paralyze this Moltres. We've just got to hope that one of these Ultra Balls can land. Now, threw out Vulpix. Don't know why. I think so that, yeah. I'm going to revive Dratini to try and get another shot at it. Let Moltres kill Vulpix so that I can toss Dratini out again. Probably let him die again, because that, or let her die again. Because we got caught in the fire spin last time, caught in the fire spin the second time. Oh, critical hitted the second time, sorry. So, yeah, looks like we're just up to Mew to, you know, take damage. And yeah, you deleted Thunderwave earlier, Breach, you moron. Now, unless you're going to catch it, and unless it has a status ailment, you're not going to be able to even have the ball close on it. See, the ball closed there because we caught Moltres. Otherwise, it's going to miss completely. So, if you don't have a status ailment on it, and the ball closes, you know you're going to catch it. And we got Moltres. Moltres will be super helpful against the Elite Four, because so far Mew is the only one who's a high enough level to matter in that fight. And I go down here because, you know, I forget that there's really no point in this area. There's the Graveler that I talked about earlier. Just another Stage 2 Pokemon that doesn't really matter to much. Yeah, you've been here, Breach. You don't want to have to go through that again. Just go back up. Go back up. Remember that third boulder puzzle. Run from the Geodude. You can do it. This is what happens when you get lost in an area. You just kind of... Oh, yeah, you almost ran face first into that guy. The one that you were smart enough to catch earlier. Yeah, I probably should have cut this part out, but, you know, I like to show off that I'm human when I'm playing these games, too. Like, there are a lot of Let's Players that you see them play and you see perfection, because they just go for the perfect take, and it's like, that's not realistic. Whenever you're going through here, you're going to make mistakes from time to time. So, I like to share my mistakes with you guys, laugh at myself, and, you know, make generally fun out of what's going on screen. I feel like that's what you would do if you were sitting down here next to me while I was playing, so. God, the encounter rate is real. If I had a Super Repel, we could cut, like, 5 to 6 minutes off this episode just in encounters. Like, if you invest in some good Super Repels, and you know where the trainers are, you can get through this game super quick. Yeah, you caught the Articuno there already, you dummy. Oh, there's the jewel. Yeah, we gotta move the boulder here so we can get down to the one that we pushed down to that other boulder, so we can get the heck out of here. Yeah. What are some of your favorite games that, whether they're single player or like couch co-op, that you like to play with your friends and just make fun of each other while you're playing? I remember when I was a kid, my buddy Brian and I would, he's actually the one that I named Gengar Coach after, we would play Turtles in Time, and, you know, anytime we'd fling the foot soldiers at the screen, I always thought about it as like flinging them at him. Like trying to throw them through the screen at his face, which was always fun. And then we'd go through the game really, really easily, and then we'd get to the Super Shredder, and it's like, what the heck? This difficulty spike. And then we just punch it until it died from it, because, you know, we were good at that game. Yeah, Brian and I used to play a lot of stuff together. Turtles. Another one that we would do that took us forever when we were kids was Final Fantasy X, and I'll bring that to the channel eventually. Earlier this year, before I started doing Let's Plays again, I did a 100% run through of it, and that really burned me out on that game. Because, you know, they announced Final Fantasy 15, and I got super excited. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go through and beat all the Final Fantasy single-player games before it comes out. And, you know, then they announced that, oh yeah, it may not be coming out in 2015. Then, oh yeah, it's coming out in 2016. You'll find out more in March. So I'm probably going to have time to do that. So far I've done Final Fantasy X, 1, 2, 5, and 6. So, I'm gonna do 7. I wanted to wait until they did the remake of it, but God knows when that's gonna be. So I'll probably do that just whenever they port it to PS4. I'll do it on stream for you guys. But yeah, I finally smartened up and moved that boulder to where I needed to so I could move the other boulder and get out. You move a boulder so you can move a boulder and move a boulder. I heard you like boulders, so I put boulders on your boulders. Yeah. Be careful you don't run up too far. End up fighting this unnecessary battle with a junior trainer or a lass or whatever she is. So far, cool trainer there that we fought at the beginning is the only one who I can really understand how he got all 8 badges. Now, this spot, I probably could have got through on the guy's side, but I didn't, so we'll go through here, fight cool trainer female, who's got a Bellsprout that's not going to matter. I think she also has a weeping... Oh, I derped out and thought I was just in a random encounter there, so I tried to run. Didn't show it off earlier, but yeah, that's what happens whenever you try and run from a battle with a trainer. It tells you, no, there's no running from trainer battles! Because, you know, you have to fight someone if they see you. Like, what is this, high school? You're pinned up in a corner and kid wants your lunch money? So yeah, she's got the Bellsprout family. Weeping Bell, Victory Bell. Victory Bell's going to go down fast to Psychic. Weeping Bell going to go down to another Mega Punch, or even a Pound probably at this point. Oh, I'm getting tired of fighting the same trainers over and over, and I am really excited about the next couple episodes where we don't have that many trainers. Well, we have the Elite Four in the next episode. And after that, I'm just going to go through and clear out the areas and have our Pokemon montage. We'll have... I guess we only have 5 more episodes left after this. We have the Elite Four in the next episode. We'll have an episode for Seafoam Islands, an episode for the Power Plant, a montage where I evolve everything, glitching the absolute crap out of the game, and then an episode where we go through the Mystery Cave, or Cerulean Cave, if you will. And thank God I didn't derp out and forget to push that boulder down. You push it down, you can just follow it down. It'll take you off your bike, but you can just go down the hole too. Like, hole's good enough for a boulder, it's good enough for you. So, you'll have to reapply strength and get back on your bike, but it's better than walking around and getting all of the encounters in the world. So, reapply your strength, keep walking. Yeah, no, that's 5 episodes left after this. It's nuts. Like, I thought this was going to run about 40 episodes when I started, and then about episode 10, I'm like, Jesus, this is the longest project I've ever done. It's taken forever. And we're out of Victory Road there. So next time, we will take on the Elite Four. If you've enjoyed my content, subscribe to the channel for more. Try and upload every day. Leave a comment, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to see in the future. And leave a rating on the video. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/element_breach. And hope you guys have a wonderful day. And hope you're ready for next episode where we take on the Elite Four.